Hello and welcome to another Murders at Karlov Manor draft. I'm Paul Cheon and we're doing some climbing. We are currently sitting at rank number 22. Rank number 22, we've been doing some playing offline and we've been doing some climbing, so it feels good. Definitely feels good, and hoping we can crack the teens after this draft. So hopefully we get a good draft, open something nice. That would always be great. Now, before this draft fires, I do want to say, if you wanted to support this channel in other ways, I do have a Patreon channel. Shout out to all the current patrons. Really do appreciate your support. The link is in the description below. Alrighty, what do we have? Ooh, I am a big fan of that card. 10th District Hero. This card is great. I mean, look, 2 mana, 2/3, I'm just going to play in any deck, but of course this goes way, way beyond that. 10th District Hero, for 2 mana, collect evidence 2, turns it into a 4/4 with Vigilance. And then if you collect evidence again, it turns it into a 5/5, and all other creatures you control have indestructible. So this is a slam dunk pick for our deck. Now, other cards to consider, not on my watch. A card that I like more in blue-white than red-white, in a very proactive, aggressive strategy. I don't like this card, but if you're kind of mid-range or, going back and forth, not on my watch, is a fine removal spell to play. Fester Leech is a solid 1-mana creature. I do love me Evidence Examiner, as it's a nice value card in Simic, and I do like drafting Simic. And then for commons, nothing really comes close to Evidence Examiner or not on my watch, in my opinion. But 10th District Hero is a slam dunk first pick out of that pack. And can we follow that up with another phenomenal 2-drop? I think we can. Probably the best 2-drop in the set, followed by like 3rd, maybe? I don't even know. I don't know exactly where this ranks, but it's up there. Reckless Detective is one of my favorite creatures in the set. It works well in blue-red because you can sack artifacts. It lets you crack clues for cheaper as well, so it's great after a turn 1 Novice Inspector. Love Reckless Detective here. If it wasn't for Reckless Detective, I don't really consider Pride of Hulklade a great card to play. I would probably look at something like a Projector Inspector, maybe a Murder, although I don't want to go black, so I don't want to take Murder this early. So it's probably like Projector Inspector or Sanguine Savior out of this pack. But let's take the Reckless Detective and see what's available. Ooh! That is a premium card if we're going to be red-white. Now, we don't know if we're going to be white, but after the Reckless Detective, Fuss Bother, I mean, if you talk about a card, for example, On the Job is a card that you really like in the go wide decks, or any aggressive deck in general, because being able to put +1/+1 counter on all your attacking creatures when you generate a bunch of tokens is great, but this also has the failsafe. On the Job sucks when you have 1 creature in play, but in the late game, when you draw this card, you get 3 1/1 Thopters with Surveil. Fuss Bother is absolutely amazing. A solid pack, though. Wouldn't mind Escape Tunnel, Vitu-Ghazi Inspector, Granite Witness, or not on my watch, but we are slamming Fuss Bother, and this is a tremendous start so far, I want to say, to a red-white deck, red-white aggro deck. Now, moving on to this pack, little bit weaker. Vengeful Creeper, Crowd Control Warden, and Defender at Large are the cards that stand out to me. Sure, you can try doing the Insidious Roots thing. I'm not a big fan, though. I just feel like there's too many pieces to get it to work. It's got to be super open, and you need to get Insidious Roots with like 4 cards left in the pack for you to try to go that direction. I think I'm just going to take Offender at Large, though. This is just a card I'm happy playing in all my red-white aggro decks. I like it more than Crowd Control Warden just because you can hardcast this on turn 5. So, decent start here, and now there's a Market Watch Phantom. All right, so things are looking very good. Notably, this is a pretty deep pack. There's a hard-hitting Questions 5th pick, which is quite nice. Another Offender at Large, Unscrupulous Agent, also all playable cards, along with the Deuce. But very happy with the Market Watch Phantom here. And yeah, this is shaping up pretty... I mean, we have 3 good 2-drops already. It's always a great sign. Always a great sign. Now we have the choice between Haas the Vigilante and Crowd Control Warden. I do like having a copy of Haas the Vigilante at the top end of my mana curve, so I think I'm going to go with that over the Crowd Control Warden. I think it's kind of close, though. I do think it's... The Crowd Control Warden is nice because you can play it turn 3 as a face-down creature, but I don't think I'm playing this Orangutan. But if we end up like blue-red or something, I guess I can consider it, although I don't think I'm going to be blue-red. Here, I'll take Chases On. I do like it more than Convenient Target or Make Your Move. Notably, that's late Crime Stopper Sprite and a Topiary Panther, but I feel like we've already kind of cemented ourselves in this lane now, and it's going to be pretty hard to move out of this. This is a pack with no Boros cards. Don't really care about demand answers. I guess we did see some green cards, so I'll take a Culvert Ambusher in case we end up going that direction. Definitely not playing Case of the Shattered Pact in this deck. I guess I'll take a Demand Answers here. Really would not like to play it. And now there's a Rubble Belt Braggart. Also a card I don't want to play. So the pack's kind of dried up there at the end. And maybe one argument for taking the Crowd Control Warden over the Vigilante is, now while this card is worse, and by a pretty good amount, you can still play this as a 5-mana card, and there's only so many 5s you can play, and right now we're a playable short. Take the gems here in the Anzrag's Rampage. Still a solid mix of cards, but it does look like we are fighting people for red and white cards. Not maybe immediately from our right, but further down. Which means that, I mean, we didn't pass that much on the other way, so maybe pack 2 is going to be good, but we'll see. We'll see. But 7 cards I'm reasonably happy with after pack 1 is not ideal. And this pack doesn't have a good red or white card. I mean, I'll take Seasoned Consultant out of this pack, but look at this pack. Flourishing Bloomkin is great if you're green. Projector Inspector is fine if you want to be blue. Panther if you want to do some mana fixing. Snarling Gorehound is a fine 1-drop in black decks, but I'm going to take the Seasoned Consultant just to have another 2. Don't have any go wide cards. We didn't see any Inside Sources, Dog Walkers, or Person of Interest. Those are all really, really important in red-white because you're trying to go wide, and we don't have any of those cards right now. We'll just take Market Watch Phantom out of this pack, continue taking all the good 2s. Glint Weaver is a great late-game card in the green decks, but we're just taking the Phantom here, and I do like it more than the Bullrat Clan Basher. I don't think that card is particularly strong. And now we have On the Job, Red Herring, and Crowd Control Warden. I'm just going to take the Red Herring here. Just keep taking the 2s. I already have a Foss Bother, so I don't really need this On the Job. And we don't have that many ways to go wide at the moment, so I won't prioritize this as highly. I'll take one if I get it, but I'm going to take the... I do like the Red Herring more. This card is just very, very solid in this type of deck. Now that I have 6 2s, maybe if I get that pick again, I'll consider taking the other card. But now we're going to slam Dogwalker. All right. All right, that feels good. Our first creature that makes tokens. Okay, our first creature that makes tokens. That's great. And we're kind of at this point where we are pretty creature heavy. We have 9 creatures and 2 spells. So now, if it's between a mediocre creature and a good combat trick like, let's say, Auspicious Arrival, now might be the point where I do consider taking the combat trick. In the beginning, I highly prioritize creatures over spells because it's just so important to hit that 15 to 16 creature count when you're drafting, especially Boros aggro, or just Boros decks in general. But once you kind of get to see the breakdown of the distribution of your creatures to spells, now I'm at the point where I can try to make that decision. Okay, well, this is really, really interesting. This is really, really interesting. Is it Lightning Helix or Dogwalker? It's got to be Lightning Helix. I love Dogwalker. I think it's very good. But I just talked about how we can actually use a good spell, and Lightning Helix is a fantastic spell. But that does feel bad. Passing a Dogwalker in red-white feels really, really... There's not too many cards I take over Dogwalker. Like, you're taking Dogwalker over Shock. You're taking Dogwalker over Inside Source. But Lightning Helix might be one of the few cards that you take over it, just because the life gain is not irrelevant. In such a tempo-oriented set like this, it's backbreaking. It's backbreaking. Like, how are you going to raise somebody who Lightning Helixes you? The answer, I have the answer. You don't. Very, very happy picking up Person of Interest there. So we picked up a Dogwalker. I mean, this pack has been going really, really well for us, right? We got Dogwalker, Lightning Helix, and getting a 6-pick Person of Interest is really, really great for us. So this pack is really nice. Very, very happy about this. My only slight concern is just because it seems like other people are fighting for these cards, the packs do tend to dry up, and that's something for us to be mindful of. Wow. Excuse me, I got a piece of ice stuck in my mouth. Okay. Wow, that's a Person of Interest. Very, very happy with Person of Interest, obviously. It's a late out cold, not that interested in it. We don't have that many face down cards. I mean, I'll take the Mask Maker just because it might make the deck. but I don't want to play it. I would like to pick up one more card here. None of these are cards. I'll take a 2-drop. Just one card. Give me like a Felonious Rage, an Auspicious Arrival, anything in that space. Wow. Literally just all the cards in all the other colors. What? Okay. Oh, okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. I just asked for one. This way, going into the next pack, I know that I'm just going to need to pick up a playable out of each pack. Wow, this pack. We are so far away from casting a Zoni. Oh, man. Man. That's sad. I could even reanimate it with It Doesn't Add Up. All right. I mean, look, this is the Golgari pack. Izoni, Long Goodbye, Hard-Hitting Questions, and Murder. Like, that is ridiculous. I'm just going to take another Person of Interest. This card is completely bananas. It's just super, super good for decks like this. So, going to take it. I think it looks like it's the 4th best common in this color combination. On the Job is good, but I value just having more Person of Interest over something like an On the Job. Now, we will take On the Job pretty highly if we do see it, for sure. Quintorius, it's weird. They put this in, but you're not really escaping in red-white, so this was a pretty big miss in my opinion. So not something that I want. I think I'm just going to take Gadget Technician, as it is a face-down creature that generates a token, over something like a Make Your Move. This pack is a huge whiff. I'll just take a Riftburst Hellion as another face-down creature to fill in for my curve. I don't like Assemble the Players in this type of deck. Even if it looks like you have a good deck for it, taking the turn off in an aggressive deck to play this card is just not great. I think it could be a pretty good sideboard card in the best of 3 if you're playing against a blue-black control deck. Nervous Gardener here too. We'll just take Riftburst Hellion here. All right, well, I guess we should have been green. Greenbelt Radical and Tunnel Tipster here. Yep. I guess we could have been like, I don't know what our second color was supposed to be. Maybe red-green, and then we could have maybe splashed the Izoni. Looking back at this draft, but we'll just take Offender at Large here. The person passing to us is definitely cutting us off. Definitely want some combat tricks here if possible. Yeah, more green. But it's far too late now. I can take another Innocent Bystander. Or I just don't like Griffknot Tracker, and I have 3 persons of interest, so I'll just take the 2 here. Really need a spell of some kind, but I'm still going to take Inside Source because it's a premium 3. But we'll prioritize any kind of spell. Any spell? All right, Red Herring here, I guess. Reckless Detective helps us eat red herrings if we need. Wow, this is so bizarre. I've never had a draft where I'm just like, I just don't see a late combat trick. I mean, we're looking at the Chases on, Felonious Rage, Auspicious Arrival, On the Job, all as options. Okay, this might be the most clutch On the Job ever. Look at our deck. Dogwalker, triple Person of Interest, right? Gadget Technician, Insight Source. This is so clutch. So clutch. So happy to get that On the Job. I mean, and this one table too. Oh yeah. And I'm definitely taking this over the Felonious Rage. Now, I do like Felonious Rage, but we have so many ways to go wide here. I think and we have basically all creatures and 5 spells. And in a deck that's this heavy on creatures, I think you just want the On the Job here. So that really helped make our deck. Now we can cut one of these 2s or one of our face down cards. Take some more gems here. We'll take the Tracker. Don't really want to play it. Vigilante could be interesting. Okay, and we tabled some cards. So this ended up being okay. I think this deck is probably good for like 5 wins. We'll see. Let's put our face down cards here and then kind of analyze what we want to. Certainly not cutting any of these spells. And let's clean up our lands. Okay. All right, we just need to cut 2 cards. I do think it's probably the Innocent Bystanders. I feel like they're the worst of our creatures. Everything else seems to be much better. Dogwalker can also be played turn 2 in a pinch. And I do like still having some mana sinks in having these face down cards give me some extra value in the late game. And with all these small creatures, I think that having Haza Vigilante at the top end of the curve with so few spells is going to be pretty good at still being able to affect combat while being low on combat tricks. I think 7 2-drops plus Lightning Helix to have as a 2. Oh no, 8 2-drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I can't count. 9 2-drops. That should be good enough. And like I said, Innocent Bystander is definitely the worst of the 2 mana plays there. I could see maybe making the case for doing a split where you play 1 Innocent Bystander and maybe 1 Haas the Vigilante or 1 face down card. That's definitely possible. Definitely keeping this hand. Could be a turn 2 Dogwalker here because we don't have any other 2s here, honestly. Especially if they play a 2. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm going to play it turn 2. They could have a removal spell, but if they don't, this basically swings the tempo back in my direction. Because it makes them... They played a Case of the Burning Masks just to answer my threat, which is nice. And this is why this card's so great. It's just got so much flexibility. Next turn we go Person of Interest, and then if we draw a land, we have the option of going Lightning Helix face down card, or just jam the Hazda Vigilante. Wow, our opponent's just playing Boros Control. Alright, well, Person of Interest should be pretty good against that. What no witnesses next? What's happening here? They're cracking their clue. Suspicious detonation? Oh my gosh! They're really playing Boros Control. Alright. Land here would be so good. Land here would be amazing. It would allow us to slam the Vigilante. Okay, well that's fine. I'll accept drawing another Person of Interests for my opponent's removal heavy deck. I hope you have like 2 more shocks in your hand and 2 lands. I mean, they could have no witnesses, I guess. They just have nothing. All right. They just did nothing. I guess they just drew like 11 lands and 3 removal spells. That's pretty unlucky. Unless... No, they're definitely red-white. All right. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. They must have kept like a 2 removal spell, 5 land hand, and then just drew like 1 more removal spell in all lands. Okay. On the draw... We don't have a 2, but we do have a Lightning Helix. So, not bad. We can still just play... we can still kill their 2. And play our Offender at Large. Our opponent leads with Mountain. Are you red-white? They are red-white. Alright, well, this is... I was really hoping that they played a 2-drop here because it's really unlikely for Lightning Helix to be able to kill something here. Oh, they're blue, red, white. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run out this Lightning Helix here just to not get run over. I think it's tempting to hold that Lightning Helix and try to pick a better spot for it, but look at our hand, right? We're using our mana basically every single turn. We go turn 3 face down card, turn 4 Person of Interest, turn 5 potentially flip up Offender at Large, or cast the Chases on. There's just not going to be that many windows, and I just don't want to take the damage from that 2/2 because I don't really want to trade the 2/2 for my face down creature, right? They just pass with 4 mana up? Alright, well, I mean, this is probably a counterspell. Okay. I don't know what this is. Oh, you know what this is? This is the sweeper. This is the blue-red sweeper. Okay, never mind. It's just all removal, I guess. Inside source attacks me. All right. This is interesting because they have they use the Helix. I can just play Red Herring, maybe? Or I can use Haumph. I'll just cast it. I'm going to target my face down card. Felt like if they had a sweeper, they would have cast that instead of used Lightning Helix. So that's kind of where I'm at. All right, so this is looking very, very good for us. We can now play Red Herring. And then we have Fuss Bother available here as well. Yeah. They could have Out Cold, I suppose. Yeah, target my face down card on my Vigilante. Then do I use Fuss Bother if they go for the double block? Because my Red Herring has to attack. I kind of think I do. I think they just have to double block here, right? I don't think they have shock. Actually, I can just use the chases on. That's probably better. What am I saying? That way I can save my Fuss Bother if I need to make tokens. Or I can also wait till my creatures get unlocked and kill them that way. So they cast Bother. Okay. Not great when you're like kind of behind on board and it's the only creature that you have. I think they're gonna probably like double block my Person of Interest. I mean, they can triple block, I guess. All right. Sweeper or bust for the opponent. Sweeper or bust. No sweeper. If they had a sweeper, they would have cast it a long time ago, so I'm just not overly concerned. Oh, should I have played this so I can get a counter? No, I think I'd rather just be able to flip over the offender at large. Is this another Out Cold? Look at this. I mean, they're probably dead. What colors are they? They're blue-white, but with 3 mountains. It seems. Or maybe they're red-white splashing Out Cold? I don't know. Okay. And we kill them by flipping this up and targeting the Red Herring. Boom. 2-0. Okay. This hand is okay. On the draw, would like to go first, of course. Ooh. Turn 1 Hedge Whisperer. Turn 1 Hedge Whisperer, my only weakness. Oh my gosh. Okay. Into 1-drop into Proph's Eidetic Memory is not a reasonable thing to do, opponent. I just want to let you know that that's not appreciated. I think it's rude. And you better not play a Projector Inspector here. You better not. But I feel like it's going to happen. Oh, it's just a Forensic Researcher. All right. Sadly, they blocked. That was less than ideal. Yeah, they just completely stunted my offense. Aftermath Analyst. All right, they are going deep. I mean, ooh, we hit the mutation though, at least. But we have literally no board. They can play a face down creature here this turn as well. Red Herring isn't always great. Wow. What is happening? They're going to have so many lands in play. They're going to have so many lands in play. They can make yeah, I mean they can make a big land. They can also just like they can put 3 lands into play off these analysts. And then if they're I really hope, opponent, I really hope you have Doppelgang in your deck. I really do. I want to get Doppelganged for 4. Can you make that happen? Can you make that happen for me? All right, well, I think I'm just going to die before that happens. Drew a bunch of lands here, too. That's not going to be ideal. Can't attack because they can untap their land. Might be one of those spots, though, where we just kind of have to double block. It does feel like that. It feels that way, doesn't it? And you know what's funny about that is that land they can actually get back with their Aftermath Analyst. Oh, man. Yeah, they got a really, really great start. And taking the turn off on the Red Herring was just devastating. All right, you got a counter for this too? All right, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. That was a thorough thrashing. A thorough thrashing. Even if we were on the play there, I don't think we had a shot. Okay, 2-1. We are now on the play this time, and our hand is great. I have the choice between turn 2 Seasoned Consultant or turn 2 10th District Hero. Oh, they went Knife. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. I play the 10th District. I play the Seasoned Consultant. Get in for 1. Then I play the Inside Source. Then I get in for 3. That does technically get in potentially. No, but no, that's not good because that means that the Inside Source will have to attack, and I don't think the Inside Source is going to attack. I've noticed that I generally win a lot more games when I play as if my rares are not treasured items that I need to wait till the absolute last possible second to play, especially the cheap rares. The cheapers, generally speaking, you just play it. Just jam them. It's tech. If they have Felonious Rage, I mean, it would be such a risky block if they have it. Like, I'm playing a Boros deck with 3 mana up. Like, this is insanity, but they're going for it. And it's going to pay off. That's just that's wild to me. It's fine. Okay. I mean, it paid off. They took a little bit of a risk. I think they were thinking, look, I'm not going to be 10th District Hero in the late game, so I'm just going to go for it there. But I can't not attack, especially if I'm playing a Boros deck with that much mana available. It's just so likely that they don't block there. Great draw. Person of interest here for us. I wonder what this knife's going to do. All the equipment in general have just been pretty underwhelming. If they equip, it's probably a dog walker. I mean, we're not blocking. And we're just going to go ahead and play this face up. It's not a gadget technician, which is nice. And I'm going to just target my smallest creature here. And we're kind of out of gas. This is kind of all we have left. So on the job, Fuss Bother would be great draws here. Okay, opponent takes it. Wow, so it's not Dog Walker. No idea. Okay, it could be, what, Offender at Large? I mean, it could be any number of things, but at least we can confirm that it is not Dog Walker. Or Mausoleum Nightwatch. They would have flipped that one up too. Okay, Offender at Large. So they're looking to try to race us, I guess. No blocks. I don't think this is a great race for them. Let's target this detective. Then attack with everything. They're probably going to trade Offender at Large. What the heck? Okay. They have a plan here. They have a plan. They're 2 life. I mean, I'm blocking Offender at Large. There's no red or white card that gives trample. I am really surprised they didn't block my Offender at Large there. Well, what is your plan? Is your plan to just attack with both creatures and hope I don't block? I guess it is. So what can this be? A Bullrack Clan Crasher gets in for 8 damage. I guess Bullrack Clan Crasher plus Felonious Rage kills us. But I will let myself die to that. I mean, they could have... It feels like they have like an on-the-job or something along those lines. But... I block with the 2/2 because the Consultant gets in for more. That's a Rift Burst Hellion. Alright, so they just wanted to... you know, see if I didn't know how to play this game. I don't know. Okay. That is the thing with when you play these aggressive decks. Sometimes it's not always blind aggression. Controlled chaos, right? And I probably, if I were to talk about the way that I probably play a little bit more on the conservative end of the spectrum when it comes to playing my creature strategies. It's ended up working out for me pretty well, but I'm sure there have been moments where I don't do something where I should have. But at the other side of the coin is being too aggressive and just basically allowing yourself to get blown out by every single combat trick in the book. I think is also kind of not necessarily the proper approach when just playing limited in general. All right. Couple of Market Watch Phantoms with the Seasoned Consultant. Completely fine. Less good on the draw, of course. Sanitation Automaton. I see. I wonder if that means that I should play a Seasoned Consultant here instead, or something like a 10th District Hero. You know, in this instance, because I'm on the draw, I like playing the defensively oriented creature more. Because by playing this, if they try to represent a combat trick, I just happily block with this, right? Whereas with this, you kind of don't want to. They didn't play anything here, so this tells me they probably have reasonable doubt. Okay, they didn't. Still happy to keep this back. Are they going to bounce a creature here? No, just deduce. Okay. So that was not great for them. Just because that now gives me some time to try to come back here. So let's go ahead and play 10th District Hero first, as that plays around reasonable doubt. And this allows me to give the Market Watch Phantom flying. And now I believe I can attack. I'm going to just attack with the Phantom still. They just have a million combat tricks they can represent. And I'm just going to play this too. Oh, you know what it could be, actually? It could be the mutation. Although if it was the mutation, they could have cast it on 10th District Hero. Yeah, so it's just reasonable doubt. Yeah, it definitely felt that way. And that's why we played a 10th District Hero first, right? Okay, Killer Among Us, I do not care about. Alrighty. I don't see a reason not to attack with everything. Do I want to cast Fuss Bother? Or, I mean, it depends kind of on how they block. I think they might want to put 2 creatures on my Phantom. Oh, wow. The question here is, am I okay with this trade? And do I want to just play Gadget Technician here instead and save my tricks for a different set of blocks next turn? Or do I cast my Fuss Bother and pump my 10th District Hero to get in for a large chunk of damage? Because that allows me to deal a lot of damage and my Market Watch Phantom still stays in play. And just having counters on all my creatures seems quite great. Yeah, let's do that. And also, by casting Fuss Bother that turn, next turn, I do have the option of using my 10th District Hero, collect Evidence 4, and give my other 2 creatures indestructible. And if my opponent plays a lot of creatures this turn to try to stabilize, I can just go Gadget Technician, flip it up, and then go for On the Job on the following turn. So lots of different options here. I'm really hoping they don't have some kind of a bite spell to kill my 10th District Hero. Which they certainly can have. Huh. With 2 blue up, this face down card feels like a Granite Witness. I'm going to say. It does feel like a Granite Witness. I don't think I need to play a creature here. So I'm just going to pass and see what they do. Okay, I'm definitely attacking. What on... Oh, you know what this is then? It's probably Exit Specialist. No, it's just Gadget Technician. Okay. All right. How big does this get? 4/4, and then it becomes a 6/6. So I can just kill. The thing is, I just kill all these creatures. Wait, what am I saying? I just cast this and they die. That is a pretty. I mean, that means that they didn't have any removal, but that is a pretty risky block. But kind of have to do what you got to do. Rank 14. We are what? 3-1. 3-1? Climbing? Oh, 4-1. Okay. 3 more. 3 more for the trophy. Are we on the play? I looked away for a second. But we have a decent curve once again. Being on the play here would be nice. Drawing one of our interactive spells or combat tricks would be good here. Oh yeah, we are on the play. So that is definitely great. So what do we want? Ooh, Novice Inspector. Novice, okay. I will take Plains. Next turn, we can face down Riftburst Hellion and then play the Person of Interest. Sanitation Automaton. Okay, so they have a nice curve with their Boros deck. I could have played the Red Herring there, but I just want to cast my 3 mana face down card here first, because the way that this is looking now is I go turn 4 Person of Interest into double spell on the following turn with the Seasoned Consultant and Red Herring. Alternatively, I can just go Red Herring Seasoned Consultant if I believe that that's going to end up being better for me. No blocks here. Definitely something I could do. Oh yeah, no, because of the Market Watch Phantom, it's definitely what I'm interested in here. Give our Market Watch Phantom flying. Attack with everything. No blocks. All right. No blocks. Okay, Dogwalker. I will also no blocks. And a Seasoned Consultant. Okay. Huh. Well, certainly playing Person of Interest here. I guess my red herring is going to get eaten by Novice Inspector because they can block with Season Consultant. I can also attack with the Riftburst Hellion here, but I kind of want to keep it back because if I draw a land, this thing's just going to be gigantic. Yeah. All right. Good beats. Now, if they attack with everything, oh, them cracking a clue is so good for us. I will happily trade some of these creatures off. Certainly the 2/2 in front of the Dog Walker would be nice. They're at 8 life, so, and we're at 15. We do have some life to give. So they do have to be mindful of that. Okay, interesting. Let's block here, and that's it. Wow, they had nothing there, okay. Inside Source, I see. Wow, Lightning Helix. All right, well, I think that's a pretty easy attack with everything now. And just see how they block. So here's my question. Am I using this Lightning Helix here to finish them off? Or am I using this to save their creature? It's actually very close. Because they have these 3 creatures in play, and I have a Season Consultant and double Market Watch Phantom. Any creature will allow me to attack in for the win. I think we just let all these trades happen, to be honest. This is good. The reason being here is now, even if they find a way to kill my Market Watch Phantom, if I draw a creature... Okay, we didn't draw a creature, sadly. They have 3 mana up. I'm going to just wait here. They could have on the job here. So let's just wait. Just any creature. Okay, that's fine. Just any creature to give my Market Watch Phantom wings. Come on. Of course. Of course. Any creature. God, this is so bad. Now, if they use a combat trick here, do I kill the detective? Maybe I should have used the Helix to save my Riftburst Hellion. I don't know. But I just want, basically I just need any small creature here to jump my Market Watch Phantoms. All right. I don't know. This feels like they have an on the job. We'll see. I mean, I guess they would have used on the job on the last turn when they attacked. Felonious Rage, okay. Oh, man. Okay. Still, any creature will get this done if they don't play a flyer. They're pretty incentivized to attack with the detective, though, to filter. Oh, God. All right, they're drawing out of this. Ugh. This is really disappointing. Maybe it was correct to save my Riftburst Hellion. Okay, well, maybe they don't have another creature here. Oh my gosh. Wow, they were just about to come back. I don't think I would have attacked with that 2/2. I don't know about like any combat trick. Like just filter through with your 0/3. Filter through with your 0/3, and I cannot believe we still managed to win that. All right, that's why you don't give up. You keep playing. Okay. 2-drop, but Haas the Vigilante, no mountains. I'm gonna mulligan this. I think it just doesn't have everything that we need. This hand I will keep. I'll put a mountain on the bottom. Because this hand goes turn 2 Market Watch Phantom into face down Offender at Large. It just has a lot of potential. No shock, which is great. Attack. No counter would be awesome. Great. Now land for Person of Interest would be great. Projector, Inspector, okay. I mean, if we don't draw anything to play this turn, then we can still Lightning Helix the Projector Inspector and attack. But if I draw land, am I okay trading my Offender at Large for Projector Inspector? I don't know. Seems like it would be pretty good next turn. Yeah, I think it's okay to just trade it and just keep... Like, I'm not going to be flipping this up anytime soon. So let's just offer the trade here. We're very aggressive. By making sure we keep their board relatively clean, we can also set up Lightning Helix to just kill... You know, for example, if they just play like a Cold Case Cracker here, we can kill it. Which I think is going to be pretty decent here. Double on the job here, not ideal. I mean, yeah, we just need to find a plains here. Any land would be great. That was probably the worst draw in our deck. Hmm. 2 mana. Huh. Fussbother also not a great card here. I think based on our hand, we only really have the one play here, which is just attack with everything, cast Fussbother. If they have a counterspell, they have a counterspell. They didn't have it before, so it's less likely that they have it. But I just want to keep putting pressure on here. I mean, this is probably a Night Guard, which wouldn't be great for us. This could be Auspicious Arrival. Oh, it's a Not on My Watch, sure. I mean, that was going to get us anyways. We're still pushing some damage through. Not the best spot, but we do really, really need land number 4 here. Case of the Filch Falcon into... Crack a clue? No crack a clue. All right, land. Give me a land. No land. All right. Face down card. Not going to attack into 5 open mana. They're probably going to flip this up into whatever it might be. Or crack some clues. A lot of options for our opponent. It's a Lightning Helix. Okay. That's really bad for us. Now we are on the go wide plan here with Person of Interest. Oh my gosh, Ghostly Prison. That's really, really good right now, especially because we're stuck on 3 lands. Oh my gosh, that's just... Okay, well. Yep, let's attack. We have... This is like all the 4-drops in our deck. Now we're going to draw How's the Vigilante, How's the Vigilante. Ay, ay, ay. Ghostly Prison is extremely good against On the Job, though. All right, they solved their mystery. So they can make a 4/4 at instant. Yeah, this is going to be a really tough game to win now. Ghostly Prison. Ghostly Prison getting it done against us. So they're going to make a 4/4 here. They're going to crack the other clue. They have a lot of damage. They should have cracked the clue. Unless they have another Case of the Filch Falcon. Oh, okay, they have a Cornered Crook. Sure. Okay. I guess our best bet is to just keep drawing lands. We don't have good attacks. Wow, that Ghostly Prison is amazing. Oh, bonus sheet cards. How could you? Yeah, I don't think we're going to... Our deck has... You know what's really good against a go wide strategy? Ghostly Prison. Okay. Man, how good would that on the job be? Do we have Lightning Helix? Oh, we used it already. Three in the air from the opponent. 7 in the air. Yeah, I just don't see a way for us to push through enough damage here, sadly, with that Ghostly Prison. That's, you see this, the image of this person? That's how I'm feeling inside. You right now you see this level-headed exterior of a person who's losing to propaganda. That's the old version of this card. We're losing to a 3-color magnifying glass deck. But inside is a raging tilt box. All right, we're dead. Oh, Ghostly Prison. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, what are we, 5 and 2? It's okay. Five and 2. I did say we expect roughly about 5 wins with this deck, so pretty happy with where we're at. This isn't quite as good as our Smuggler's Copter Boros deck with triple Dogwalker. It's all right though. Okay, opponent goes first. 2 mountains on the draw, but I can basically play my entire hand if I draw a land. So I feel like I need to keep this. And just kind of hope to draw a land. The thing is, even if we draw a land, how good is our hand really? I mean, it just curves out. It just plays a creature every turn. It's not phenomenal. But I don't know that I can mulligan this. Hello, opponent. Well, we drew a land right away. Sanitation Automaton. Taking out the trash. We're going to trade. If they want. They want. By the way, one thing that I noticed. When you play against a green deck, and they play a face down card on turn 3, kill it immediately. It's like 70% of the time it's a Nervous Gardener. This is interesting because if I attack, do they block? It's pretty bad if they block. It's not the worst block because I don't have 5 mana. So I think I'm just gonna play Person of Interest. We are very far away from casting this on the job, huh? I haven't played with this Audience with Tristani card all that often. How many different types of tokens do you need in your deck before this card becomes playable? Like 6? I guess if you can draw 2 cards, it's not bad. It's like a divination, kind of. All right, well, definitely not blocking the Eavesdropper. The plan is actually doing some work here, though, because it can double block the Person of Interest. We need to start rattling off some planes here. Like a planes right now would be incredible. That was incredible. Okay, let's attack with Dogwalker. They don't have great blocks here. I can flip this up and then play an Offender at Large face down. Are they going to double block? I mean, they can. I don't care if they double block either. I'll just flip it up. And, like I said, play a face down Offender at Large. If they single block, that's fine too. The real question is, what do I do if they don't block? I think I want to just play more creatures and just keep this a mystery. So now we have Offender at Large available and Dogwalker. Oh, Enlisted Worm. Into Eavesdropper. Whew. Ooh, that was good. That was really, really good. That was really, really, really good. We got a flyer. This Market Watch Phantom is going to go all the way. We go in super wide here. Man, that Enlisted Worm, though, is a double creature. Makes it a lot harder for us to get great attacks in by going wide. We're going to have to take this 8 as well. Wow, Enlisted Worm also attacking. Interesting. All right. I think I want to get one of these Eavesdroppers off the battlefield here, or force a combat trick. Definitely not looking great. We can't cast the On the Job just yet. Any good combat trick here blows us out. Holy cow. Okay, well, let's flip this up. So it's a 5/5. Everything dies. At least we kill the Eavesdropper. We take 9. We go to 7. And they have all those blockers. And we did not find a Plains here. We did not find a Plains. Yeah, this is really interesting. They're at such a high life total. They're at such a high life total. I believe it's still just... I mean, I can attack with the Offender at Large as well. No, I think it's better to just play Person of Interest here. And then just attack with Market Watch Phantom. Doggos might have to do some chumping here. Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah, their deck is great. Just all really good green and white cards. Archdruid's Charm, Sumala Sentry, Makeshift Binding, Enlisted Worm. Like, not too much I can do. Yeah. They have 2 cards in hand? Now, if I can draw a Plains... Oh, I guess this is a lethal attack with both creatures. So I have to block both. Okay, this is not ideal. Here comes another Haymaker. No? All right, that's a Haas the Vigilante. That is a Haas the Vigilante. All right, I mean, this is our only play. And then we get to trade with the Eavesdropper, and Market Watch Phantom blocks Enlisted Worm. If they don't play a creature and we draw Plains, man, they drew a creature. All right, now we need to draw a creature to block. Nope. And our creatures can't block. All right. It is what it is. How many mountains? Did I play 9 mountains? Maybe I should have played 9. I'll take a look. But we went 5-3. We ended up in the teens. So we moved up a little bit. We moved up 4 slots. Okay, so slowly moving up. And like I said, I expected 5. And yeah, with the double on the job, I admit, I mean, I see 14 red symbols here, but I do feel like with double on the job, this was probably the one little mistake that I made, where I probably should have played 9 white sources and 8 red sources. This cost double red to flip up. This cost double red to flip up. But I don't think that matters still. I feel like I still should have just played 1 more planes. So that one's on me. I don't know if we would have won that game, but it certainly would have been closer. But can't be too upset, of course, at a 5-3 finish still with good old trusty Go Wide Boros with 10th District Hero running these streets. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Feel free to hit the like or subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you wanted to support the channel in other ways, I did launch my Patreon channel. You can definitely check it out. Shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much. Link is in the description below. I'll catch you tomorrow.